Probably my favorite integration on the Mirage Lynx is the POWERPOLE ready scupper and inserts that come factory equipped on the boat. A shallow water anchor like the POWERPOLE Micro is essential for all the shallow water fishing I do, especially in wind and current. If you're an inshore angler fishing for bass, snook, redfish, trout, a variety of settings where the water's shallow enough to actually deploy the 8-foot POWERPOLE Micro spike, you're gonna find that you'll never wanna fish without one again. For this step, you're gonna use a #1 screwdriver, something small enough to fit in this hole, and I believe it's a #6 screw in here. You're just gonna put firm pressure down, and with counterclockwise rotation, you're gonna remove this screw, and then the 2 halves of the scupper plug are just gonna pull apart, and you'll have that opening accessible right there in the stern for the spike to go through. And in case you ever want to replace the plug, I'd just thread that screw back in so all the components stay together. With the inserts already in the aft deck on the Lynx, the POWERPOLE bracket's going to install with just 4 screws. So we'll identify the hardware kit in the description below the video, but it's really easy. You're just going to use a manual screwdriver, and you're going to align the holes in the bracket with the inserts in the boat, and you're going to simply thread right in. The mount's going to go right over the EVA, and that's actually going to provide a little extra sound dampening when your POWERPOLE's working. It's going to cushion and protect the deck of your Lynx as well. The EVA is going to compress a little bit, so I'm going around one by one and giving it a quarter turn to just get everything snugged up evenly and try to compress that EVA a little bit. With the bracket installed, I'm ready to put the driver unit right onto that, so I'm going to just rest it in there and kind of rotate it back. It's a little bit of a snug fit. I'm going to take the quick release bolt and put one of the geared inserts right onto that. And I like the safety release to be on my right side. If you wanted it on the left side, you would just make sure that this gate right here is on the left side of the driver unit. So insert the other one from the other side. And when you put this nut on, you want the brass to be visible from the outside. That's the correct way to put that on. And then you're going to want to close this latch with that oriented toward the stern, because we're going to install the safety release line to this. So when you pull forward on it, it'll release the POWERPOLE driver unit, allow the whole thing to tilt forward, and release the spike from the bottom. When it comes to mounting the safety release line, you've got a couple options. It comes with this cup that the ball rests in, just to keep it from rattling around on the deck. You can either install this cup right into this insert that the screw goes into to secure the aft end of the carry handle, or you can thread the line right through this pad eye that the rudder up-down control clips to, and let the ball hang just about like that. So it's nice and accessible from the seat. You can grab the ball, pull forward, and it actually runs through. This acts as a little bit of a fair lead. One thing to note, if you wanted to integrate this cup for the quick release ball into that insert, I might think about, if you want the ball to sit on the right hand side of the kayak, you may want to switch this handle, since it's got the paddle holder integrated into it, over to the other side, or simply mount the ball on the other side where the paddle will not be. Leave a little bit of slack in this line, so I've got room for a live well or a crate back here, and the line to route around the outside of it. So I'm gonna give myself a little working room to snip that there, and you're gonna wanna melt that end just to keep it from fraying. And you can either do a couple overhand knots, or a bowline. Your POWERPOLE Micro is going to come with two different remotes. One with a utility lanyard for keeping it around your neck or around your seat frame, and you've got simple up-down controls on that. You've also got a keypad to manually control the POWERPOLE Micro from the top of the driver unit, and then you've got another remote that's a fixed mount remote. With the case of the Mirage Lynx, you're going to use the adhesive patch that comes with it if you want to affix the fixed mount remote to the hole somewhere. For getting power to your POWERPOLE Micro unit, I especially for the Mirage Lynx like the micro lithium battery pack. It snaps right onto the front of the driver unit, and you can remove it easily from the driver unit itself and plug it into a wall charger. That's that. The POWERPOLE Micro also comes with components to hardwire to a battery and a plug that actually plugs into the front of the driver unit, so you can opt to use that if you wanted to sit an external battery on the deck somewhere and run the cable back to the driver unit. That's no problem. The lithium battery pack's just a little more lightweight and a little easier to work with. So that's it for the install of the POWERPOLE Micro on the Mirage Lynx. As you can see, pretty straightforward, simple install. Just 4 screws in the hardware kit from Hobie, and the rest of the components are provided in your POWERPOLE Micro and Spike package. Thanks for checking out our POWERPOLE installation on the Mirage Lynx. To view other accessory installations on this kayak, check out the entire Mirage Lynx rigging series on Hobie's YouTube channel, or head over to Hobie.com to see our entire spread of accessories, or to get more information on the new Mirage Lynx.